Hi, my name's Nate Doss. We're here today to have a sneak peek into my 2013 bag setup. First going to start off with my bag in general. It's a Grip Equipment tour bag. Just a great bag. I absolutely love it. One of the things that I really enjoy about it is having the putter pocket up top. You know, you use your putters on every single hole. It's great to have them right there, easy access, and you can pick which one you want depending on the shot. It's just a great addition to the bag and something that's unique to the grip bag. So from there we'll go right into the two putters, and I putt with Challengers in the D plastic. They're both white. This one is a Nate Doss Challenger that we came out with last year. It's been working its way through my bag, you know, from a mid-range putter all the way into my putter pocket up top, and the blue one here with just the Discraft stamp is my main putter. They're just super consistent quality. I love the feel of them. The D plastic is really, you know, just gives a good feel, especially when putting. You really want to have that extra feel with your putter, so that's why I choose those. Going into the bag now, I kind of set my bag up kind of like a little bit of a rainbow or whatever, but I just like having them all organized by color so that I know, you know, okay, my buzz is red, so I could go right to the red, or, you know, I have another blue one here, so I know where they are, I know where everything is, and I have a quick, easy way to check and make sure that I've picked everything up, especially during practice rounds and stuff like that. It's easier for me to tell that everything is in there. So we'll just start off with, I have two more Challengers inside here. Another one that's similar to the putter Challenger that I have, and the second one is another Nate Doss one that I have. But these are basically just brand new for this season. I like to put in a new putter every, you know, always have a new one in the bag just so I can throw nice stable putter shots, or, you know, S putter shots and stuff like that. So these are basically the same. The blue one's a little bit more straighter, so I can use it on a lot more touch shots and stuff like that. And the one with the black stamp is basically brand new and nice and stable. I can throw it pretty hard. I have 4 Challengers in my bag. The next one over here is a white D drone. Drone is a great disc. A lot of people, you know, say that they throw the drone, but we carry the drone in so many different plastics. You know, we have the Flex drone and this drone. I personally like the D drone, mainly again for the feel, the nice consistent feel I get with it. It just feels comfortable in the hand, and I can get a lot more touch with it. I will say though, one drawback to that is that you do go through these quite often, and you know, that's just the way it is. But these are the ones I like, and give them a shot. Just going through, I have 2 buzzes in here. One is a Z buzz that I've had in the bag for about 3 years. The other one is a kind of early run titanium buzz. So this is a Nate Doss titanium buzz. The red one, nice and straight, perfect disc for almost any straight shot, even a little bit of touch hyzer stuff and turnovers and whatnot. The blue one, more new, nice and stable, very consistent even in windy conditions. So the buzz has been a disc that I've been using for only about 4 years now, but has, you know, used 80% of the time. So very important disc in my bag. And the last 2 kind of mid-range blunt edge discs, one is a old Z Hawk, came out in 2001. Well, the Hawk originally came out years ago in the 90s, but they came out the Z Hawk in 2001, and I've almost had this in there since 2001. So very, very old disc, nice straight, well, brand new they're nice and straight, but now this one turns over, so I can use it for all my turnover mid-range shots. And at the other end of the spectrum, I have a Z Wasp. We call it the Watermelon. Just a great disc. The Wasp came out years and years ago, but I've had this one in the bag for about 1.5 years now. So I just use it for nice, stable, mid-range shots. I can really crank on it and know that it's going to come back left. You might say the drone and the Wasp are kind of doing the same thing. The drone is much more stable. You know, you have a 2.5 and a 1.5. So, you know, there's different uses for both of them, but this one I can throw a little bit further. Okay, so those are all the mid-range discs, and we're going to go into kind of mid-range drivers, if you want to call them that, or your fairway drivers or whatever. And I don't carry too many of them, but one of them here is, again, another old school disc, is a blue ZXL. Great turnover disc. Throw with a little bit of hyzer, it's going to flip up, go right. Also my roller. So this is kind of a, got two uses in the bag. When I do throw rollers, I will use the ZXL. Old school. The next and probably most important disc in my bag is considered a fairway driver, and it's the Z Predator. Okay, the Z Predator is a stable driver for most people. It's going to go hard left. I think it's a 2 or a 2.5. It's going to go hard left, brand new. For me, I've been throwing this disc for so long that I have so many different phases of this disc that I have them. One that goes hard left, one that goes nice and straight and good left finish, and then one that kind of goes straight. So I have the straight one here. I have the kind of medium straight good hyzer at the end one here, and I got the Nate Doss Predator here, the red Predator, that's basically brand new. We just came out with these this winter, so I got one of those in the bag for the really stable stuff. Great in the wind, just a super consistent disc. It feels great in my hand, and I really do love it. So I can't say enough about it. The Predator is definitely one of my favorite discs of all time. Looking in here, I have two discs that I throw for sidearms. For sidearm shot, two-finger shot, whatever you want to call it. The finger pop, like Matty O would call it. But I have a Discraft Pulse over here, and I have a Discraft Z Force. This is an ESP Pulse Z Force. What do I use them for differently? The Pulse is a little bit more stable, so I can actually throw it with a little bit more turn, and it's going to get like a big S out of it. The Force is a little bit more long distance, so I can really kind of crush it. It is also stable, but it just flies a little faster, a little further. So I don't throw a lot of two-finger shots, but when I do, these are the ones I use, and it's been kind of gaining a little bit more momentum in my game and in my bag. So there's my two sidearm discs. Now we'll go into kind of the distance drivers here. I'm first going to start off with another very important disc in my bag, which is a Z Force. So I carry two of them here. This one I've had for a few years in the bag. This one I just put in this year. Can really throw both of these hard with hyzer, and they're going to come up to flat. The only difference between the two is I'm just trying to have one that I can have as a backup if I ever do lose this one, because you do lose them every once in a while. So but this new yellow one's been going pretty far, so I'm really liking it. And if I do have, for the most part, all of my distance shots are going to be thrown with one of these two discs for the most part, depending on the situation, of course. But not super great in the wind, but can be thrown in the wind as well. So I got two Z Forces. Then the last but not least, we have the rest of the titanium plastic in my bag. I'll first start off by talking about a titanium Force here. You can see this is an early run one, but the titanium Force is now a little bit more stable. Although it's the same disc, I think it's just a little denser, and this one is extremely stable, but a great wind disc. So I can throw this in the wind, hard Annie, and it's going to hold it and come out pretty hard left. So it really is a great disc for the wind. I don't use it for much more than that right now, but I have other stuff in the works as far as trying to work them into my game a little bit more. But for now, that's what that gets used for. Last but not least, I have the titanium nuke. I have two of them here. The purple one is, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little flatter compared to the red one here that's got a little bit more of a dome to it. Basically, the purple one, really nice and stable. I can throw it hard, a little bit of Annie, it's fast. It does what a nuke is supposed to do as far as being fast, but is a little bit more stable than you might think. The red one is kind of more or less closer to what the nuke is in the ESP plastic, where I throw it with hyzer, it flips up, goes right, and then can come back at the end. But good glide, a lot more glide on the one on the right with more dome than I get in the purple one. So those are all my discs. Those are all the discs in my bag. You can go to natedoss.com and go to the My Bag section and see photos of them all, and I have little write-ups about them, even a little bit more in depth. But I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I got to say. That's my bag, and I'm Nate Doss.